Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our movie club. Today we're discussing a movie called Sixth Sense, right?
Wow.
I'm not sure what year it is. 1999. Yeah, pretty recent one, I think. 20, whoa, how many years past since 1999? For me, it's like yesterday, I think.
25.
It's-
It's the same year like the
I was 8.
past from the past.
Yeah, 25 years. I cannot believe 25 years. I watched
It's
just
impossible.
About,
It's
yeah,
impossible.
about 3 lifetimes for Vova.
Yeah, okay. Sixth Sense, and we can see
It's the same year as
Past from the Blast,
yeah.
previous movie. Yeah. So we are, what will we do when we finish all the old movies? What will we do? I don't know. We will watch. we will watch woke movies then. Okay, let's see who we have as characters. Whoa, help us, please.
Dr. Malcolm Cole,
Mhm.
protagonist, a child psychologist.
So it's a Bruce Willis. It's Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah.
Playing him. Okay.
Anna Cole, his wife, Vincent Gray.
Former patient.
Yeah, he couldn't kill him.
Mhm.
Cole Shear, a small boy who is Malcolm's patient.
Mhm.
Lindsay, his mother. Giga Collins, a ghost.
A girl, right?
Yeah.
So who is the main one? What do you think?
Cole and Malcolm.
Yeah, I agree with you. So the boy first and the doctor the next. Leila, do you agree that the boy is the one who made the movie, right?
Yeah, I agree, my friend.
So I think this guy played very well, better than Bruce Willis. So I believed him during the movie. Okay, we have questions. Thank you, Teacher Lee. And let's start with number 1. Gerard, could you please?
Describe the incident at the start of the movie. So, Dr. Crow comes back from a party at home. He's with his wife. He's a little drunk. He wants to go to bed with his wife, and he saw that the window was broken. The glass of the window was broken. Someone broke into the house, and eventually appeared a young man, half naked, and blaming him, accusing him of having helped him because he's a child psychiatrist, and he eventually remembers him. He couldn't help him, and he shot at him with a revolver on the belly. That the starting, but we don't see whether what happened after.
Yeah, exactly. So we see this incident and then it abruptly ends. We don't know what is the continuation of it. Teacher, can we say that this guy who broke in, right? He was mental, right? Can we say so?
Well, yeah. I mean, if he was a former patient, then he's got mental problems, right? Because Malcolm's a psychologist, so yeah, he's got mental issues. Yeah.
But is it correct to word it this way, just to say it he's mental or something, or we have to say it he has mental issues?
We would say yeah, mental is slang. He's mental as slang.
Okay.
That means he's weird.
Insane.
If you say mental, that's kids talk. For crazy. We would say he's got mental issues. Or he has a mental disorder or a mental illness. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's go to number 2. Sergey, could you please?
Yeah. What was Cole's secret? The source of the psychologist's illness. The Cole's secret was that he could see some hosts, some people who was killed, who was died, but he could talk with them. He could understand them, but nobody see this host except except little boy.
Sergey, did he enjoy talking with ghosts?
Me? I don't. I
No.
think not.
No. I mean this boy. Did he enjoy this?
Not. And he didn't enjoy because it is difficult because he saw only dead host with problems with without skin, with injuries, and this host informed him about the problem, about his death, and they didn't understand what's the problem, and they didn't understand that they died.
Is it correct to say that boy saw that this ghost, they just trying to scare him? Do you think it's correct?
I
So,
think, yep.
Yeah, he thought they were evil. Yeah, he thought they were evil.
So the boy actually was a victim, right? Victim of his this superpower, or how we call it. Yeah.
So we have a meme in America. We normally say, I see dead people. They don't even know they're dead. So we have a lot of people that will mimic that, and they'll say, I see stupid people. They don't even know they're stupid. You know, we use this line a lot for memes.
Yeah. I like different joke. Maybe you might like it as well. So it says, if you dead, you are okay. Just everyone else suffer. And the same if you are stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I see IT engineers everywhere. They don't even know they're IT engineers. You know, it's an ironic meme we use a lot of times.
I see. Thank you. Okay, Vasant, could you please help us with number 3?
How did Paul
No,
was Cole's mom rich or poor? What
Mhm.
evidence do you have? Cole's mom is yeah, she's not poor but not rich enough because she was working in 2 different jobs to manage their life. So I think they are somehow managing their everyday life with enough money, but not too much.
When
Yeah,
you're
but
working 2 jobs, you got to be called poor.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not in India, but everywhere else, if you got to work 2 jobs, you're poor.
Yeah.
But is it a normal thing in America to have 2 jobs?
Oh, no, man. 1 job is enough. If you've got to work 2 jobs, you're poor. You are dirt poor.
And probably these jobs, they are kind of low paid, right? Something trash jobs, right?
Yeah, so you're almost a slave to life, you know. It's horrible. Some people, and one problem is some jobs won't hire you full time, so they'll hire you for like 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
So to fill the other time, you got to get another job, and they'll hire you for 1 or 2 days. Some people work 3 jobs. It's like, my God, you know.
Yeah. It's what I saw. So I have 2 jobs. It does not imply that I have 2 full-time jobs, right? Most of the time.
Right. Usually it's little part-time jobs that pay a little bit. You got to work 3 jobs just to get enough money to eat, you know.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I feel sorry for those people.
Yeah. Vasant, is it exist in India that people have 2 jobs or more jobs? What do you think?
No. It's common to have 1 job, but if they have 2 jobs, there might be both jobs could be part-time jobs, something like I do. My postal department work is officially a part-time job. They have only 4 hours of official job. So after that, I do have free time, so I can work with any online jobs. So that can be count, but it's not very common in India. Very few people can afford the time and the energy. Yeah.
And teacher, you told us once it was a moonshine job or something like this, right? Second job when you do it in your free
We
time.
call it moonlighting.
Moonlighting.
Yeah, to
Nice.
moonlight is to have two jobs, one in the daytime, one at nighttime.
Yeah. Nesma, please.
I think there are lots of people who have jobs and at the same time they run their own business. Do
Mm.
you think this is called two jobs? I mean, running their own business doesn't have fixed hours a day.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that
yeah.
working two jobs. I would call that you have a side business. We say you have a side business.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and what I think when I hear about two jobs or more jobs, so I understand that it's a pattern for poor people mostly, but sometimes I can see, you know, these super rich people and they have like 50 jobs. You know, I'm a director of this one, I'm a member of board of this one, and I'm a main one of some fund or something else. You know, a lot of titles.
Do you
Well,
mean
yeah,
honorable
go ahead,
positions?
please.
Sorry.
That's what.
Nesma, go, please.
Honor positions. I don't know what you call it. Like you just have a title.
Honorary, yeah.
Yeah, right. So you don't call this a job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
not
long as you
really,
get
yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
Ivan,
Yeah.
at one time in the past, I was a full-time teacher, but in order to make my son go to a private college, I worked in the private college as a part-time teacher to have the scholarship. And this is after my husband died.
Mhm.
So I wasn't poor, but I mean, just to have the scholarship, it was a good idea. So I worked from 9 to 9.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not something good. But you know, I used to have a few jobs because I like to kind of have a full-time job, but I like to have students to teach them something and it's a job somehow. And I like to consult some businesses as well. But in Germany, all this is prohibited. So I cannot do it in Germany. In Germany, if I want to do something else besides of my full-time job, I have to have official paper agreement with my kind of
License.
no, with my first employment. So they have to allow it to me that I can have another job or something. Believe it or not.
Even though you're working outside of those hours?
Yeah. So
Oh, that's insane.
because
Man.
because they say I can be tired, you know, or something, and it can affect my kind of productivity. So without permission, I cannot get any more activities, you know, paid activities.
Oh my God. My God.
Unbelievable, yeah. Okay, let's move forward. So I see that we have different experience about these jobs. Vova, what about number 4?
How did Cole get the scratches on his body?
Mhm.
Ghost, they hurt him
Hurt him, injured him. How is possible?
because he can contact ghosts.
Yeah, but my impression was that Ghost just, you know, scared him and he was kind of in hurry and got this injury. No?
He the ghost did it.
Wow. So it's even more
Yeah.
scary.
It wasn't clear exactly. He kind of said ghosts hurt him, but like you, I don't think they really did. They don't seem to want to hurt him. They want his help. So maybe, you say he was afraid and hurt himself because of fear of the ghosts, but we're not sure. Yeah.
But anyway, so it was real for him, right? It was physical for him.
Yeah.
So he was. It was not just, you know, just nothing. It was really, really real for him. Okay, Leila, please help us with number 5.
It's called still religious figurines from church. Ivan, I thought 2 things because I wasn't sure.
Mhm.
One is maybe for protection.
Mhm.
He wanted them or he believed them. Or I don't know, the other one, maybe one of the ghosts make him steal. I don't know.
Mhm.
Because through the end of the movie, I saw the place, like a tent with red curtains, and there are a lot of figurines there. So I thought maybe he stole those in order to feel safe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. He
For
built
protection,
himself,
right?
basically, he built himself a little church inside his room to
Yeah.
be a safe place where God would protect him, and he hid inside there when he was afraid. Yeah. So kind of like your evil eye protection.
Mhm.
Okay. You don't forget that, right?
But I think it tells us a lot, right? It tells us that this guy is actually he's in desperation, right? He don't have any protection. He's alone against this cruel world, and he cannot tell anyone, even his mother. So yeah, it's desperation,
But
right?
considering his age, Ivan, he's strong. You know,
Yeah.
I admire him.
Yeah, but yeah, what options did he have? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel pity to this guy actually. Yeah. To have this stand, right? To have this all this figurine, to try to cope with all this. It's wow, something. Okay. Nesma, could you help us with the next one, number 6?
At one point, Malcolm decided to stop trying to help Cole. What changed his mind? He thought he was losing his wife for the sake of his job, so he decided to stop and assign another psychiatrist. But Cole begged him not to leave him because he is the only one who can help him. This is number one. Number two, that he started to believe Cole when he heard of a voice, a strange voice speaking in Latin or Spanish, I guess.
Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he felt like maybe that kid needs real help, and nobody else is going to believe him. Nobody believes in ghosts, so he decided to carry on. You know.
Yeah.
So that patient that he heard the ghost voice, that was Vincent, the guy that shot him at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
So he realized, oh my God, that was Vincent's problem. If I had known that, I could have helped Vincent. But now that I know it, I can help Cole. So that's why he went back. Yeah.
He didn't want to fail him again.
Didn't want to fail twice. Yeah.
Yes, twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nesma, do you think it's possible to record a ghost voice?
No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts because once a
neither.
person dies, he never comes back. This is something religious for me. So, but I like those kind of movies because they are fun.
I will tell you one incident that my wife and I had in a hotel one time. Well, we had our basset hound with us. We were traveling with our basset hound. We stayed in a hotel one night with our basset hound. And basset hounds, you may not be familiar with them, but they are the sweetest dog in the world. They never get angry. They love animals. They will be a friend with any dog, any person, any turtle, frog. They won't hurt anything. They're just the sweetest, gentlest dogs in the world. And one night in a hotel, we were getting ready for bed, and as soon as we turned the light off, my basset hound immediately looked at one place in the room and started, and I had never ever heard my basset hound growl before in anger, you know. And we turned the light back on, and she was okay. And we turned the light back off, and it was gone. But for an instant, when we turned off the light, she focused on one point in the room where we saw nothing, and she was snarling like it was a deadly threat. And that one incident makes me wonder. And my wife believes that dogs can see ghosts. My wife believes dogs can see ghosts. So that made me wonder.
In my beliefs, there are no ghosts, but devils, evil existence. So,
demons.
Yeah, demons. Yes.
Okay, so it's not a dead people, right? But it's some kind of creature from the hell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what do
I
you
hope I can sleep after this lesson.
what do you think? Are ghosts exist or not?
No.
No? Why?
It's
When,
a proof.
no proofs, right?
Yeah.
When I was young,
How about
you know,
you? What about you, Ivan?
when I was young, I had a cat, and this cat kind of drove me crazy because sometimes she behaved like Teacher Lee just described, and so and she was watching, you know, with some empty corner for hours, you know, and sometimes I thought, you know, so just tell me what is there, you know. Yeah, but in general, no, I don't believe in ghosts and any how we call it, super fish. I forgot.
Supernatural.
Supernatural, yeah, supernatural things. Yeah. Okay, let's move forward. Gerard, could you please help us with number 7?
How did Malcolm help cure Cole on his condition? I think, well,
Yeah, we have a hint here if you need.
Cole told him his secret that he saw ghosts, and he okay. Malcolm found out that those ghosts wanted help, so he advised Cole to help the ghosts, and I started with this girl. I don't know what the name of the girl.
He didn't know, but he guessed maybe they want your help. Try to help one and see if that works, you know. So he was guessing.
Maybe because the voice of in Spanish, I don't remember what the voice said.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die. Okay.
In Spanish, that was the Spanish ghost voice saying, "I don't want to die. I don't want to die."
No quiero morir or something.
No quiero morir.
No quiero morir.
Yeah. You should know that, Gerard.
Ivan, I am green with envy.
With who?
Green
Why?
with envy.
Do you want to speak Spanish, Leila?
Oh, no, not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay. What happened, Leila? Why not?
Yeah, because her friend died. You know, remember Blanca?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's so I understand that doctor just guessed, right? Guessed, let's help this ghost, right? But it's doesn't seems kind of natural to me, right? So ghosts are scary, right? They scared the boy, and you know, if you see a tiger who is going to attack you, you don't think let's help the tiger, right? You think how to survive. So I understand that it's kind of counterintuitive, right? Counterintuitive thing to guess.
Well, it depends. If you think about it as ghosts come to the boy, what is special about the boy? He can see them. So he can help them. Ghosts can't get help from normal people because normal people can't see them. But if someone can see them, they're going to go to that person naturally to try to get help. So it may be intuitive in a way.
You know, could it be his sixth sense, maybe?
Well, that's the idea. The boy's sixth sense is that he can sense ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the movie's about. This boy's ability, extra sense where he can see and speak to ghosts. Yeah.
Hey, I have found it.
Okay, let's move forward. Sergey, could you help us with number 8?
Describe how Cole helped Kira, the host. Cole met Kira in the tent inside his home, and the first time he was afraid, but next day had some conversation with her, and as I remember, maybe I'm wrong, he informed him about his history, and in the when we met the funeral, Cole went to the room of Kira, and he took the video cassette, and he got this cassette to Kyra's father, and Kyra's father started to watch this video, and in the first time we could see a little theater. After the little theater, we could see some scene with Kyra and his mother on his mother-in-law. I didn't understand this moment, and the mother put some poison inside the food, and she told me, if you told me about the strange taste of this food, I don't want to hear about it again. Please eat the food without problem. And the father understood that Kyra was poisoned.
Yeah. So she constantly, I mean, this lady, right? She constantly poisoned the girl, right?
Yeah.
Until she dies, and Cole kind of reveals this evidence, so helped them.
Yeah.
Ivan,
But
was
I
it
just
a stepmother?
I hope so. Yeah, I think
I
so.
thought it was. I think it was the mom, wasn't it?
I
The
don't
man's
know.
wife. I think it was the man's wife.
It was a wife, but it can be not a, how we call it, a
Stepmother, maybe.
Stepmother, yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, I
but
guess so. I guess
we
so.
don't, yeah, we don't know exactly. We don't know exactly.
Yeah.
If she was the mother, everybody would be surprised. But they weren't.
The mother from hell. No, I think they were shocked. I think the man was like, "Oh my God, my wife is killing our own child." You know, it's like I think it was. I think they were shocked.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This happens in real life. People poison people slowly, so it looks like an illness.
Yeah,
know,
but
so
I think we missed a small detail. So we missed a small detail that why Kira needed this. Sergey, do you remember? So why Kira? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because Kira had a sister, right? And Kira saw that mother can poison the sister as well. So it was kind of a way to protect the sister.
Yeah.
She was getting sick.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I missed that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's move forward. Vasans, could you please help us with number 9?
Number 9. How did Cole convince his mom that he can really see ghosts? Yeah. They were in their car, waiting for the road to be cleared because there was an accident had happened on that road. So the road was blocked by the police, and he talked to his mom that he confessed that he could see a ghost. She didn't realize at the first time, but later he talked about his grandmother, Cole's mom's mother. No, after she died, his mom went to the graveyard and asked a question, and the grandmother said an answer to Cole, and Cole conveyed it to his mother. And yeah, it when she understood that, okay, she believed him that he can see ghosts and can be a mediator.
Yeah, I also think that she trusted him because he kind of knew that the lady was hid in this car incident, right? So they did not see the body, but boy knew that that was a lady because he saw it, her, right?
Yeah, but that she wouldn't have believed that. She would have thought he was crazy in that case. It was the grandma that convinced her.
Yeah. And Leila, it was the scene when I cried like an elephant at this moment. Yeah, because it was kind of intense, right? When they talked about this feelings, I think.
I just, laughed a lot when I read your message. Then while watching, I cried too. Thank you, Ivan.
Okay. So Leila, tell us, how did Malcolm finally find peace with his estranged wife?
Estranged wife. So estranged means not close anymore, right, teacher Lee?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. I think Cole told him to talk with his wife, and while she was sleeping on the couch sofa, and Malcolm told everything about his feelings to her, and this made him feel relieved. And this is important. I mustn't miss that. She dropped her ring. So it means that he released her. She's not going to be unhappy anymore. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. But I think he understood that he's dead at this moment, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think so.
My ring is gone. How did she get it? Yeah, that's when he realized he was dead and she was grieving by clutching his ring all the time.
Yeah, because before that, it was kind of a twist, right? Before that, there was no clue, like some clues, but not real kind of facts that he was a dead one. And I remember that there were some kind of flashbacks that show us a few scenes from the past that we see that nobody sees a doctor aside of boy, right? What?
I think this boy, what was his name? Cole? He knew that, like, maybe that person and alive person can talk in sleep.
Yeah, while they're sleeping. So he said, they can hear you while they sleep. Something like this, no?
No, he just said try to talk to her.
Okay, so he wasn't sure. Right?
I think Cole was guessing too, but I'm not sure. Maybe when she's asleep, she can hear you. I don't know. But it worked, apparently.
While people in coma, they can hear you sometimes,
Yeah, but before we knew that Malcolm is dead, so his wife, he behaved strange, right? So he had some kind of man visiting her he was ignoring her husband, right? So before that, we had no understanding what is happening on in this family, right? Why his wife is angry at him, why they are not speaking, we have no idea, I think.
I had, because I watched the film, first part, and then I watched the last part, then in the middle part.
So you was a better director for the film than the original director.
No, even I wondered,
I see. Okay, that's all the questions that we have about the plot of this movie, but I added 2 questions by myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we? So, Nesma, can you help us with my question number 11?
Yeah, why it's 6 scenes? What are the first 5? Okay. Hearing, listening, touching, tasting, and what was the 5th? The 5 normal.
Hearing.
Yes. Did I say hearing?
Smelling?
Yeah.
See?
Yes, exactly.
Say, hear, and touch.
I would say talking.
Talking is not a feeling, right? Not a sense. Talking.
Seeing.
No.
And seeing, touching, hearing, tasting.
Tasting or tasting, yeah. I knew it had to do with the mouth. Tasting, okay.
Okay.
And I asked ChatGPT, and it gave me kind of more terms like vision, audition, gustation that I never heard before.
Audition is wrong. Audible. Yeah,
Yeah.
audible,
Yeah,
not
audible.
audition.
Yes.
This AI are stupid.
Yeah. And what is
Now-
olfaction? I've never heard of it before.
Olfaction.
Now, there's a superhero called Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
Spider-Man has what he calls a spider sense, or his spidey sense. And his sixth sense is that he can sense danger. When he's in danger, his mind tingles and he goes, there's danger close by. So
Yes.
Spider-Man has a sixth sense in that he can sense when he's in danger.
I see. Yeah, but it's a common expression. Like sixth sense is a common expression. We often use it like when we talk about something paranormal or some intuition, right? Intuition.
Oh, we probably use it more in a mocking manner, like, you know, how do you know that? And a woman might say, oh, I have a sixth sense.
Women
I-
always have sixth sense.
But it's called intuition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's their secret weapon, their sixth sense, their intuition. Yeah. I just know. Yeah, I just know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
is it term tactile? Is it correct, right? Touching, tactile, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
tactile. And what about olfaction? It's called smell. Is it correct?
Olfactory. Yeah, olfactory. Yeah.
Olfactory. Good.
So you have a tactile sense, an olfactory sense, a
Mhm.
sense of taste, a sense of sight, and a sense of hearing is probably how we would call those.
Yeah. So now we know that the sixth one is to talk with ghosts.
Invisible creatures. Yeah.
Yeah. Or sense danger in the case
But
of Spider-Man.
if you feel some things, for example, sometimes I just think of somebody and, you know, he or she calls me or I meet her or him. And
Mhm.
in my country, they say, oh, your sixth sense is strong. I don't know. You know, I think sixth
Yeah.
sense,
Yeah.
So you
Now-
actually have that?
sometimes, Nesma, if I
Wow.
think of that person a lot, but it is something mutual, I believe.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Actually, I added another question, but probably it's a question for you because I have no idea. So do you remember
I
there
know.
was a kind of how we call it, a show,
Oh,
right, in the school? Yeah.
Oh yeah. King Arthur.
King Arthur.
I know. King
Yeah,
Arthur
that-
is nice.
He's nice.
That was King Arthur. Remember, he pulled the sword from the stone and he became King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Camelot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
see.
teacher, it was
Yeah.
great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the name of the sword is Excalibur.
Excalibur. Yep.
Excalibur.
Okay, so I missed this last lesson. I'm sorry. I see that everyone else knew this.
Oh, King Arthur, right, Devon?
I know, yeah, I remember that there was a series of books, and I read some in my childhood about King Arthur and his
Yeah.
how we call
Ra-
them.
Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah, Knights of yeah, exactly, Round Table. But I more remember the one written by it was Yankee
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with King Arthur something and written by Sergey. Do you remember who wrote this?
Oh,
Yes,
I-
Yankee with the King Arthur party.
Yankee,
And it's a time travelers from our time
yeah.
went to the King Arthur time.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was
It was a comedy.
it was
Yeah.
a Jules Verne, right? Or someone like this. I forgot the name of the author.
We have lots of Yeah.
One year ago, I sent the TV show about King Arthur, and surprisingly for me, the King Arthur was the black person. But
oh, Jesus.
I think it's not possible for England this time, but it's possible for Netflix without problem.
The wall.
Yeah, Netflix and AI. And also, yeah, AI recently, right?
And Cleopatra, Black Cleopatra.
Oh, God,
Black
yeah.
Cleopatra is acceptable, but Black Brad Pitt and black Elon Musk. AI.
Terrible, terrible. I'm waiting for a white Martin Luther King. That'll
I guess
upset the liberals.
On
Yeah,
the other hand,
Mhm.
the Black Cleopatra, I think it was possible because she was a queen of Egypt. Maybe it was possible. I can understand. I can build the chain for understanding this, but
Yeah,
not King Arthur.
Yeah, you can
Egypt,
imagine.
Egypt did not like the idea of a black Cleopatra. Egypt banned the movie.
yeah.
Egypt said, "How dare you tell us what our history is?"
No, besides, Cleopatra had ancestors from Greece, because
Yeah.
Alexander,
Yeah.
the family from Ptolemaic family. Mhm.
And I found it was Mark Twain and a Connecticut young King Arthur Court.
Mark Twain wrote that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was it was in Russian school library, I think. That's why we all know this book.
Okay, I've never read it. I've heard the title, but I've never read it.
We read it's recently with Vova. It's not too bad. It's not like mockery. It's a little bit satire, and as Mark Twain, he kind of tried to make a picture of a man who trying to bring civilization to medieval time.
Okay.
To make a revolver, to make some telegraph or something, but in medieval time. Yeah.
Okay.
Some electricity or something like this.
Yeah. There are many movies about King Arthur and even TV series. There was a TV series about Merlin, the young magician.
I love that.
But one movie was called The First Knight, and that was Sir Lancelot, and he was the one that betrayed Arthur by having an affair with the queen.
Yeah.
And that movie was interesting in that it had Sean Connery, the James Bond guy, playing King Arthur, and Richard Gere is a famous actor, and he played Sir Lancelot. So that movie had 2 or 3 movie stars that were very famous playing in the King Arthur roles.
Yeah, I never
watched
watched
this
it.
movie.
Yeah, I never watched it. Maybe we could see it in movie club.
That might be a good choice, King Arthur. Yeah.
Even Merlin. It's a wonderful series.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. I saw like 1 or 2 episodes. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I mean, it's not for your taste, I believe. It's a bit childish.
and as usual, Merlin was betrayed by a woman.
No, Teacher Lee, that series never make one person think a lot or just relaxing, a childish movie. I mean,
okay.
it's for Nesma and me.
For young kids, for young people, yeah, for adolescents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Chick
Young
flick.
adults, yeah. Well, young adults. We'll say young adults, yeah.
Sergey, please.
Remember the moment when children played the King Arthur scene? One time the camera showed us the audience, and one time all people take the video cameras and started to make the video like our time. And I think that people are the similar during all time. From the King Arthur time, from 19th century, from our century, people are the similar.
Yeah, Sergey, you might be surprised, but in my favorite Germany, recording recording such an event would be not possible. It's prohibited.
Golly.
Why?
Everything's illegal in Germany.
because they protecting child permission, to be child privacy. They protect it, so you cannot do this.
Sergey, one day a man was drowning in the sea, and everybody was recording using their cameras.
Yeah.
So
wow, look at that
I
guy
hate
die.
that.
Yeah, nobody helps. They just record the dying.
Next one, please.
I just want to comment on what Sergey said. I am a person. I'm a kind of person that choose to enjoy the moment. I don't take pictures and videos for everything like other people do. So guess what? When I go to gatherings of people, family gatherings or so, there usually are lots of food and luxurious stuff and things like that. I praise things and I start eating. They feel so frustrated, like, wow, you don't like what we did? You didn't take a single photo for this, so you are ashamed of being here. You don't want to share this on Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but still, you should do this. This is actually shocking. I swear it happened many times that we had lots of food and we wait till everything gets cold because everybody needs to share moments on Facebook and Snapchat and stuff like that. I don't like this. I'm gonna stay home from now on because you people suck. This is not acceptable for me.
Yeah,
Well,
Nesma, be careful, because you can be arrested by Instagram police. You know.
Oh my god.
If you don't make a photo of your food, you know, Instagram police will not allow you to do this.
If I have Instagram in the first place, I just have Twitter and that's it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anything else? What we forgot?
I want to mention one plot hole in the movie.
Please.
So what was the plot hole? What did not make sense in the movie, Yvonne? Oh, the overall movie. What one thing did not make sense to you?
Well, do you have anything?
I think, I don't know, could dead people see other dead people?
I think Gerard's got his finger up.
Yeah, when Bruce Willis and Cole went to see the girl in the funeral in the taxi cab, I think you know, they were together. I don't think could it be that?
No, to me it was the boy and Malcolm. The boy told Malcolm, "I can see dead people." The boy is afraid of ghosts. The boy can see Malcolm because he is a dead person.
Yeah.
And yet the boy, number one, was not afraid of Malcolm. And number two, never told Malcolm, "Oh, by the way, you're one of the dead people I'm seeing right now."
Wow.
Yeah, but Malcolm was different, right? He was kind of looking good and not menacing to the boy and starting to talk with him.
Yeah, and I wonder, can dead people see dead people? If yes, then why could Malcolm nicht?
Kind of see that, yeah.
Well, the boy said that the dead people can't see each other.
Yeah.
The boy said that they can't see each other. But maybe Malcolm, you know, it sounds like Cole couldn't tell the difference in a living Malcolm and a dead Malcolm. Now, that doesn't make sense to me, but I don't know.
Maybe the director of the film wanted us not to understand that he's dead.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they were trying to trick us, but in the movie, that really that wouldn't have happened in real life, because the boy would have said, "Oh, you're dead. What, you know? Do you know you're dead?" But the boy never gave any indication that, "I know you're dead too, but I'm not afraid of you. But they're all dead. I'm scared to death of them." You know, that's the part that didn't make sense to me. Yeah.
Wasans, do you want?
Yes, and the boy was not scared because there was no blood on the front side of Bruce Willis at the time. No, it was the blood came from the back side, so that's why Malcolm couldn't even understand that there is something wrong with his body. He could not see the blood behind, so that's why he couldn't realize that he is the ghost. And yeah, but the boy, I believe the boy knows that he is a ghost, but he's the only one who talks consolely. So that's why he
the only hint the boy gave that he knew Malcolm was dead was talk to your wife when she's asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a hint that the boy knew that Malcolm was really dead, but why he didn't tell Malcolm, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Good observation.
Teacher Lee, watch the first part, last part.
Watch it out of order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nesma, please.
I will be fast. I have a question. What is the message of this movie? Why do we have the feeling that Malcolm was wrong when dealing with the first case? Vincent, I guess. Although he was very professional when dealing with him, as we know that there are symptoms or some psychological disorders that the patient can see hallucinations and they can feel like they are talking to the dead people, and the doctor, the psychiatrist, doesn't have to believe them because this is just a symptom for something. Why do we have the feeling that he was wrong when dealing with the first case and he failed him? What is the message here?
Well, I don't see it's kind of a science movie, right? So I don't think there is a strong message for us or something. So I think it's just, entertainment.
There's several, I think, messages in this movie. One is just because someone is acting crazy doesn't mean they're crazy.
Yes.
They may know things or see things that you can't see. So that's one message. The second message is he couldn't help the first boy, Vincent, because he didn't believe in ghosts. He thought the kid was just crazy. He thought the kid's just crazy. He didn't know that the boy could see ghosts. He didn't know that. So he failed the first boy because he didn't trust that when the boy said he wasn't crazy, he didn't believe the boy that he wasn't crazy. He said, "Oh, you're crazy." So he failed the boy because he didn't trust what the boy was telling him.
Yep.
When he met the kid, he started trusting that the kid might be telling the truth. And then he realized later, damn, Vincent had this problem. And if I had known that, I could have helped him. But I didn't know it. I didn't trust him. I didn't believe him. And I failed him and he killed himself. So some of it I think is trust. Also the boy and the mother. "Oh, you're crazy, son. You don't see ghosts. That's nonsense." "Yeah, but let me tell you what grandma told me." And now she started trusting the boy. So trust, I think, is a major message of the movie too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing.
Sure, please.
It looks like all the ghosts know that they are ghosts except Malcolm.
Yeah.
Good observation.
And how so Malcolm can manage the recording, no? When he's listening to the recording of Vincent's, and raising the volume, how he can do that like he was a normal person?
Yeah.
Well, the boy also said that ghosts see what they want to see.
Yeah.
So remember, I don't know why, but remember Malcolm kept trying to open some locked door. I don't know why. And then later it showed that he couldn't open the door because there was a table in front of it. It wasn't because it was locked. There was a table in front of it. So he was seeing this door's locked. I can't go in. But really, in reality, there was a table in front of the door blocking the door. So you see what you want to see was the element there.
Yeah.
Ghost. Yeah.
What?
I think the message is you need to add twist because he was telling a story like Malcolm in the hospital, and the boy said you need to add twist, and he did in the end.
Yeah. It was I see. It was a Easter egg, right? Okay. Vasans, please.
Yeah, the first time the boy met Malcolm was in the church. Maybe that could be the reason to believe him and not afraid of him. Usually ghosts do not appear in front of such as how to say that, holy places. Yeah. But ironically, the girl came inside his, small playhouse, in which in where he kept all the idols,
Yeah, you don't
god
tell.
idols inside. But the ghost appeared there. But I don't know. He believed him because he met him inside the church.
Yeah, and Malcolm was a ghost, and he was inside the church, right? So it's possible. Yeah.
One
Well,
thing.
He was a good ghost.
yeah.
You know,
Ahmed, please.
when Malcolm and the boy first were in the same scene together, if you remember what happened, Malcolm was across the street, right? And he was watching a door, and the boy came out. And the boy, I think, looked at him, and Malcolm looked at him, and the boy started running.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and initially, I thought he was afraid of Malcolm because Malcolm's a ghost. And then later, it looked like he was running to the school. So we weren't clear if he was running from Malcolm or just running towards the school. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah.
it may be that he was actually running because he was afraid of Malcolm, because he said, "Oh no, that guy's dead. I'm running." You know.
Teacher Lee,
Yeah.
what made them be friends? I think the game, right?
Well, Malcolm was trying to help the boy because Malcolm felt guilt over Vincent. So
Right.
he wanted to help someone. He wanted to feel good inside. So he said, "Let me try to help this boy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahmed, please.
Yes, I want to mention something that for for the boy mother, as she was suffering because she she can't know what for in the beginning of the film she didn't know what is happening for her child, and she doubt that he is a freak for sometimes. How can I say? I met is like this case, and families for these cases, they suffered a lot because they don't know what's the problem. They go to the doctor, and the many doctors, and the doctors failed to have or give medication for these cases, and finally they try to solve the problem, but and they unfortunately go to the people who they how can I say, they want a lot of money. They pretend that they can have medication for this case, but they don't have real solve for this problem, but they are
So we are talking
the
about
last solution for this case.
Yeah, we are talking about fake doctors, right? Doctors who kind of, we had this word groggery, or what it was?
Quack.
Quack.
Yeah.
Quack. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really, so mother was not happy with this situation. Yeah, Vova?
I think ghosts need like a goal. They need to accomplish it, and in the end of the movie, Malcolm did accomplish his goal because he helped.
Yeah, he helped the boy, right? He helped himself, and
he was no different from other ghosts that come to the boy because he
needs help.
He don't need
So there's a common theme in a lot of the ghost movies, that ghosts are really unhappy spirits that don't want to move on to go to heaven yet because they have unfinished business on earth. And once they satisfy that business, then they feel relief and can proceed on to heaven. So that idea was in this one too. Malcolm kind of wanted to help at least one person.
I love
so
this best.
You know.
Did you leave? What about Casper?
What about what?
The
Oh,
Family
Casper
Ghost.
the Ghost. Yeah, that's a cartoon for kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, okay.
also,
Yeah, usually.
I just want to mention there was the kitchen cabinet incident. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Good one.
So that
What
was
was that?
mom. That should have been mom's first hint that something supernatural's going on.
Yeah. So in 1 second, right, all the drawers are open and boys sitting like nothing happened. And
Uh,
I was
Yeah,
just
she-
looking for something.
yeah, she
Oh,
looked away and came back and went, "What?"
yeah,
It scared her. It scared her.
yeah, interesting. Yeah. So, Leila, did you enjoy the movie? So in general, guys, what do you think?
I mean, as usual, you chose a very different movie, and I enjoyed it, but I couldn't sleep.
Okay. But God does not exist, Leila. Still, they don't exist. We see.
But for some time, I feel tense.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, let's make a few slides. We have still time, I think. Gerard, would you please start with this one? And you're muted, Gerard.
Okay, we can see
Mhm.
Malcolm lying on the bed. He was shot by Vincent. Vincent also shot, I forgot to tell before that he shot himself, committed suicide. And we can see his wife trying to help him. The shot is in the middle of the belly, and we don't know what happened
Yeah.
after that, whether he survived or not. We find out eventually.
Yeah, I can see several, how we call it, cushions.
Cautions.
Mhm.
And it's broken. The telephone was broken.
Vasant, anything else?
No, I have a doubt. When he was about to meet the boy, Malcolm had a set of papers in front of him on his lap, and it was Vincent Gray was written on that first paper, and on the second page, the boy's name was on that. So I can understand that Vincent Gray is related to Malcolm's past, but how come he chose Cole as his new,
Patient, yeah.
patient? Yeah. Is there any relevance? I don't know.
Yeah. So it's kind of a mystery, right?
It didn't explain that because the mom can't hire him because he's dead. So
Yeah.
what drew his interest to the boy? Yeah, it didn't explain that.
Yeah, so it was, how we say it, out of the scene, or what was it? Can we say so?
Out of the blue.
Yeah, out of the blue.
Out of the blue, he's standing there watching the boy's home. Yeah, it's like, well, what? Maybe he was drawn. Maybe his ghost was drawn there by the boy's situation to give him a chance to redeem himself.
Also, teacherly, maybe he still felt guilty. He wanted to help him.
Yeah, but yeah. Teacherly, I wanted to ask you why it's, Sud Philadelphia and U has umlauts. Do you know? So is Deutsch? Is it?
I don't know. Yes, I didn't notice that.
Vova answered that.
Yeah, but it is Deutsch. But I wonder, is it a Deutsch movie? I'm asking because this slide is made by Vasant, but my slide was the same. So it was Sud Philadelphia. But
and me, I had the similar moment, and I thought that it's a version for Germany, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Good, Philadelphia. I don't know. SUD has no meaning to me. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's German. Yes, very strange.
South.
It means south. Yeah, in German. Yeah, very strange.
Oh, south in German.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't. Okay, no idea. No idea.
But is Philadelphia, populated by British people historically or German people? Or it's not
No,
really.
just Americans. It was a capital of the U.S. at one time.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of government stuff happened in Philadelphia, so it's an American Revolution city, if you will.
Yeah, but I wanted to say that these buildings they look very German. So this windows in the roof. It's a very German design. So that's again something strange.
I agree that when I saw this picture, I went, "What the hell is this?" You know, because we don't have, you know, we don't have that in America where there's like 2 rows of buildings with a green, you know, median, a garden in the middle. You know, I've never seen anything like this. So yeah, to me, it does look foreign.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Maybe Philadelphia has a German, you know, part of the city. I don't know. I've never been in Philadelphia, so I don't really know. But maybe it has a German ethnic area, you know, and this may be that.
Okay. Yeah, something strange. Maybe it's a message, but I don't understand this message. So some Easter egg maybe. Sergey, do you want this picture or next one?
Yeah, okay. And for me, it looks like a Swedish district because we can see silent paints, silent colors of houses, and in the center we can see the grass zone with fontaine, small, and maybe it was fontaine in the past. Now it's the fontaine that doesn't work. Maybe it's not fontaine. Maybe it's a small funeral or a famous for famous people. I don't see it, but we can see some cars. It's good for me because it's very clean, and on the both side we can see stairs. This is similar stairs. I think it was one developer built these houses.
I think we have a name for this. Is it a porch or something? The stairs when you enter the house, is it a porch or what's the name for it?
Yeah, that's too small to be a porch. I would just call it steps, front steps.
Okay, steps. But
this grass looks like a monument because I can see some entire for this grass for children, and we can see some devices for children, and it looks like a boring for grown-ups, not for children. And if I leave this district in my childhood, we had broken some.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So, you know, in places where we're born, so there are always a playground in the middle of something. Yeah, so not to keep children busy with something.
So the fence here surprised me. It's like that's a natural place for kids to play, you know, and they've got it fenced off. It's like it didn't make sense. Yeah, strange, very strange to me.
Yeah, okay, maybe it's some kind of a message, but we don't understand it. Okay, let's move forward. Vasant, could you please describe this one, or if you want, I can choose another one.
No, it's better. It's inside the church and it's altar. Okay, altar and aisle. And I can see a lot of statues. On the left, it's a male statue, and on the right it's a female, I believe. So it's the parents of Jesus Christ, I hope. And you can see some red color box, something in the middle, and the flowers. So, yeah, I hope they are all candle holders. Yeah,
And it seems like a Catholic church to me, right? It's divided in 2 parts. One part is for, how we call them, people who attend the church, and these wooden benches are for them. And another part, it's called usually altar or something, right? Altar. It's for priest, right? Who makes this messa in the church, right? And
Yeah,
Mass.
it does. Yeah, it does have a Catholic look. Yeah. The wooden benches we call pews, P-E-W, pews. They're uncomfortable. They're hard. There's no cushions. You can't fall asleep in a church. The hat on the statue on the left, that tall hat kind of looks like a a Catholic rank like bishop or cardinal. You know, they have fancy hats to distinguish who they are. I think in chess, the bishop has a pointed hat, if you remember.
Another thing, another word, the pulpit. The pulpit is on the left side. It's the place where the priest can, you know, this place with the cursor.
Yep.
Like a small cabin, right? Small kind of box or something.
They usually read a part of the Bible or the gospel. This place.
For politicians, we call that the bully pulpit. They get up there and harangue people and tell you how wonderful they are and what they're going to do to make the country better.
Okay, Sergey, please.
Yes, as you know, we have the Christian churches, but we have the Orthodox Christians. And the Western world provides the Catholic, we provide the Orthodox. And I don't like Russian churches. One problem. And when we watched the Western movies and when we visited Western countries, I can go inside the church and I can see in Russian churches we don't have chairs.
Yeah, we don't have benches.
You have to stay during some event. It's a horrible time for me from my childhood, and I don't like this Orthodox church in Russia.
Yeah, so we are not. I know that people in Islam they have how we call this small carpet or something, right? But we don't have this as well. So in Orthodox church you stay like for hours, and you listen all this. And you know it's not that easy. Orthodox churches they have very strict rules. So I remember when I was a child, a young boy, I had so many kind of negative experience because if you stay there and you start to lean, somebody immediately, you know, point you out, like, don't do this.
You have to suffer. You have to suffer during this event.
If I cross my arms or if I stay freely, I immediately, you know, get a warning, you know, don't do this.
Oh man.
Very strict, very strict.
Now churches today are almost like frat parties.
Yeah,
you go there, they advertise, they're selling things, food,
not in Russia, teacher. In Russia you must suffer, you know, when you from the first step.
Boy.
I'm used to this scene, but just for weddings, in movies, of course. But now I learned that this is a place for worshiping too. Can it be that over there next to the columns on the left people confess there? Because I know that they confess in the church, right?
No, usually it's not like this. Usually this white part, it's only for priests, right? And this booth for confession, maybe they are on the side, on the left and right side of the church. So we don't see them. They are kind of aside.
Nobody knows who is inside. Who that is
only
confessing.
Only price.
Correct. And they're usually black and private. And a priest is in one booth and you're in the other booth, and there's like a little window between you, but it's gridded so you can't see the other person really. So it's confidential. Those are off to the side. You can't see those here.
Yeah, but
people talk about the crime.
I would not believe that it's private, you know. So don't think so, please. It's
I was thinking I can confess.
It's supposed to be confidential. You can say, "Father, I've murdered someone today," and they can't turn you in to the police. It's confidential. Yeah.
They can't. Are you saying that they can't?
No, they can't. It's like doctor patient. What you tell your priest is confidential. They cannot tell the police.
Okay, not in Russia. Anyway, I don't know about them.
Not in Egypt.
Not in Russia. In Russia, don't say anything.
This is Catholic. This is only Catholic. Only Catholic. Yeah.
Okay. Sergey, anything else?
Yes, I want to add. My girlfriend went to the USA in Chattanooga, and she was surprised. One one Sunday, majority of Chattanooga citizens went to the church, and she was surprised. Why? Well, it's our and it's our tradition. We want to go to the churches. We pay for churches. In Russia, religion is losing popularity dramatically.
Dramatically. Yeah. Okay. Let's move forward from churches to how it's called. How teacherly calls this incident?
Cabinets, kitchen cabinets.
Kitchen incident. Yeah. Wow. Please describe it.
Cole's mom just went from this from kitchen, and when she come in a few moments later, the all kitchen cabinets are open.
Yeah.
I don't know, did Cole do this?
I think it was a ghost. I think so because it was too fast. Yeah. What you can see this on this picture? What is Cole eating?
Cereal, I think.
Yeah, cereal, and we can see milk, right, in the glass. What else? What is this black device?
Microwave.
Good guess. Microwave. Teacher
Toaster?
wrote it's a toaster, probably.
Maybe a toaster oven, could be a microwave. It's hard to tell, yeah.
Anything else? I can see a fridge on the left side, a bit of the refrigerator, right? So what do you think? What are in the cabinets?
Some pepper, salt, sugar.
Do you know collective names for all this paper? Sure. Condiments, right? We call it
Condiments, yep.
condiments. Yeah. Anything else? A sink, right? A tap with a sink.
There's an electrical outlet for electrical appliances.
Yeah.
Here, this kitchen only has 2 outlets, 2 plugs. That's not enough in a modern kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that right, Desma? You need a lot of plugs in the kitchen now.
There is a window. There is a window above the sink, but it's a purely American design. I have never seen it in real life, only in America.
We always have a kitchen window so the wife can look outside and watch the kids in the backyard.
Yeah. Do we have a window in the kitchen? Yes, we do. Okay. I don't visit my kitchen often then. Okay. Let's move forward. Interesting one, right? Leila, would you like to?
No, I want to listen.
Do you want to describe picture or no? Leila.
No. I'm just trying to remember the scenes. And I just missed the sequence of the movie. Now I'm just trying to understand which scene, what happened. But here, I think, it was the first part of the movie.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. They were talking about their relationship, right?
Well, he's talking to her. She's not saying anything. She's not even looking at him.
Teacher Lee, was he that then?
Yeah.
Yes. So it looks like she's angry at him, but really she doesn't know he's there. Remember, he reaches for the check and she takes it away from him, like she's mad at him. But really, he's not there.
Also, she doesn't hear him. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a good place, Ivan. And I like the restaurant, to tell you the truth. And I can see some either artificial or real trees, plants on the right.
Yep.
I like the lighting system. So romantic.
And this plants on the left, can you see them? It's something.
What are they?
Sunflower. On the left, right?
Sunflowers. Okay. Sunflowers. They're large. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't see them.
There's
I need some eyes.
Some palm trees or something right to his right between the 2 people. It looks like some tall, skinny palm trees.
Yep.
anytime I see a tablecloth, my first thought is this is damned expensive to eat at, and I don't go there.
This is not McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. And the chairs are kind of weird for an expensive restaurant.
Yeah, I agree.
The chairs look like outside chairs to me.
Not comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Garden chairs, right?
Rattan chairs.
Yeah, because they don't need you to sit here for long, right?
If you've got the cushions, no problem.
Yeah.
Move along. Eat fast. Move along. We got more customers waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like it, this scene actually. So they kind of direct it in a way that we don't understand. They are not talking, right? So I like it this way.
Right. Looks like anger is
Ivan,
why they're
what
not
was
speaking.
that behind Malcolm? A kind of bar, black wood, no, iron bar, right?
Yeah, we can see the employee here, right? And it looks like a bar. I see it's for drinking, right? So he make some drinks here.
For
Okay.
cocktails, yeah.
Oh.
Usually there'll be a bar for the waiters to go to get cocktails for the customers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's find something for Nesma. Nesma, what about this one?
Yeah. Looks like an old school somehow, considering the desks and chairs and the board. They are so proud of the American history that they have a picture for every president of the United States. And they're talking about revolution in America, I guess. The teacher was good to me. It wasn't bad. Although the kid was irritating him and he wanted to get him angry, but he wasn't a bad teacher for me. What else? I can see a warm classroom. It doesn't have to be full of pictures and posters and stuff like that to be a good class. So I guess I like it.
Nesma, do you know what is Liberty Ring? On the left, we can see this written on the desk.
Liberty Ring?
Yeah.
I
have no idea.
No.
Okay, if you look at that map, there's a bell. There's a bell on that map.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing. We have Philadelphia. We have a famous symbol in our history called the Liberty Bell. And the Liberty Bell, it's believed that a long time ago, we would ring the bell, after we won a victory over the British. So the bell symbolizes freedom. So when you hear the Liberty Bell ring, that means freedom has won.
Wow.
This Liberty
That's
Bell.
the call of freedom.
Liberty Bell, one day it rang so loud that it cracked. So you'll often see a picture of this brass bell with a crack in it. That is the Liberty Bell.
I see.
And this artifact, this ancient, famous bell is in Philadelphia. You can go there and see the Liberty Bell, the one and only Liberty Bell. So Liberty Rings refers to this Liberty Bell ringing out freedom for all.
Wow.
So it's a famous American symbol.
Yeah,
I remember the Boston Tea Party. Boston is part of Philadelphia state.
No, Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. Boston is in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
But they're both related to freedom and rebellion.
So Philadelphia used to be a capital, right? For
At one point, it was the capital of the United States in those early days.
I see.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Teacher, what do you think? So modern kind of American, young American, can they name all the presidents of America or some of them?
I doubt it. I don't even remember them all. There's too many. We have 48 presidents. Some
This
presidents
is very unique.
unique. And some presidents did nothing. Some presidents were like, "Oh, was he a president? I don't remember." They're just not famous for anything. Some are famous for things. Abraham Lincoln had the Civil War. You know,
Mhm.
Eisenhower had World War II, but some of these guys did nothing. So their name is not even familiar to us. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not mandatory to know this, right? So it's not kind of.
In school, they
There
have
is
to.
something you Americans would never
Yeah.
know, which
In school,
which
they have
is
to memorize.
in
Yeah.
our countries, like third world countries, the president lives forever. Yeah, I'm sorry, the
Yeah.
internet is cutting, so I keep
Yeah.
interpreting it actually.
Yeah, we get one every 4 years, you know,
Mm.
so up, down, do, undo, do, undo, do, undo. We can never make any progress.
Oh, teacher Lee,
I don't know what is
you
that.
undo, you undo. We are like a kind of, just puppets. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
But a lot of our presidents are very famous for doing great things during their time.
Yeah. And some of your presidents we know because of the money, right? So these notes.
Yeah, some of them are on
Yeah.
money, dollar bills. Yeah.
Yeah. So give me Washington or something like I don't remember the names, but right. I like Franklin's, they say it. I heard in some movies. Give me one with a Franklin, something like
Yeah.
this.
Some
Now,
actors
Franklin,
also.
yeah. Now Franklin was never a president. There's a few people on our money that were not presidents.
Ah, I see.
Alexander Hamilton and Ben Franklin were not presidents, but they were very, very famous during this period.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You broke my my
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why we have teacher Lee here in our class, to know all this.
The liberals want to put a black woman on one of our dollar bills, and we're going, come on, she wasn't a president. She wasn't a founding father. She's just a black woman, you know. And they want to put an Indian woman on our quarters, you know. I mean, it's all woke stuff now.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, let's call it a day. Thank you very much. It was powerful.
Thank
discussion.
you.
I enjoyed it. Thank you, teacher Lee, for all these insights. I don't know if we remember all this, but some of this we will remember for sure. Thank you and see you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
teacher Lee.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
my friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Turnout. Great turnout
You
today.
guys.